If you're an author, podcaster, or online coach looking to create beautiful designs for your brand or online courses, then you're in exactly the right place. In this module, we're diving into understanding the Canva platform. At the end of the session, you'll be fully comfortable navigating Canva's dashboard and organizing your project using tools that make designing easy and fun. So I've logged into one of my Canva account. This is the free account, so you will see things from the perspective of the free, and there have been a new development. The new Canva platform. They have added Affinity Designer. We're going to get into that way down in this course, but we're going to start with a very basic just to understand the dashboard. So here I'm going to click on create. So when you sign in, when you log into the account, you can log in with Gmail and that's it. So when you log into the platform, you'll come up on the dashboard looking like this. And to create a design, you need to click the plus sign. Now here it's going to be asking you, it's a create a design. On this, an email, education, presentation, something for education, presentation, social media, photo editing, video editing, print, document, whiteboard, sheets, website, and lots more, right? You can decide that you already know the design size that you want, so you can go customize and then put in the size that you want. But we're going to look here first. You can see the email and it says it's auto size. This is presentation. This is the size for presentation. This is 1920 by 180 pixels. Instagram is 180 by 1350. Posters, it is giving you in inches, and we can slide on over and you'll see all the different sizes of what you can create. And apparently I just selected something, but I don't want that, so I'm just going to close that. That's not what I want. So I want to come to customize and show you how you can decide the size of what you want. So in here you can put the width. So let's just say I say a 6, and the height, let's say I say 9. Notice it's saying dimension must be at least 40 pixels. So in this 6 by 9 is not pixels I want inches. So I'm going to come here and you can switch between pixel, inches, millimeter, and centimeter. I would want inches. So now I have to go back and put a 6 by 9. 8. Now what this is going to do, it's going to open up the artboard. This is where you're going to be putting your everything that you're creating, your design, right? But if I click home, right, these are templates, these are all Canva templates. But if I click home on the home screen here, then you'll see all the designs that I've created. We're going to go back to the design, this design, and we created a size, and this size is the most popular size book, and I just want to show you after you've selected the design how you can navigate on a page. So on this side you see the templates. These are templates, these are Canva templates. If I hover over them, you'll see that they have templates. If I click different templates, different projects, right, you'll see from blog posts, article, resume, a number of things. And I guess because of the size that I chose, that they'll show you design for that, right? You can click on styles, and then this is where you get to choose between color palettes and the font styles. This is a combination of the color palette and the font size and the font style. And here is just the color palettes alone. This is cool. And then here are the font sets. So You know how sometimes you want to create a document and you don't know which font to use, which fonts work together nicely. Let Canva help you. So this is font pairing, how they've used different fonts together, the different kind of fonts together. You have heading, you have a subheading, and you have the body copy, right? So you could come here to get inspiration on whatever project that you're going to be working with. And this is poppins. This looks like poppins throughout. This is poppins, right? This is a nice one. This is that I want something with a little bit of handwriting. Um, this is Anton. All right, let's work with this one. Okay, we're gonna choose this one as our font. So again, we have heading, subheading, and body copy. Let me just drag this up to select everything, things, and you can group them, you can lock them, you can duplicate them, right? But we're not doing that today. We are just going to understand so I have to put stuff over here. The headings, you can change the colors. You can change the colors here, right? You can change the colors here, and we'll let this stay black. And then these texts, every text tell you whether you can bold it or not. See, the option is here for me to bold this. So it was already bolded. So you can italize it, you can underline it, and you can turn it into full. It's already in uppercase. So let's just undo. You can press Ctrl Z on your keyboard to undo everything. I'm going to move on to elements now. So in this section, and this is new, this is set up a whole lot different from what was there before. You can generate images, you can choose frames, rectangle, circle frames, right? So if I click frame, I will get these things. These are frames, all of these are frames. Let me go back. Let me close out the frame. That's how you get rid of that. So when you're on here, look around. You need. So so we're still over it, and we are going to, I can click it literally. If I click it, it stays. If I only over it, it keeps changing. So we can look at shapes, we can look at graphics, we can look at stickers. So if we go shapes, these are what are gonna come up. Lots of shapes, right? I'll go back. Graphics, we can go look at graphics, and there are lots of them. Lots of graphics. You can put in a search what you're looking for. You see, these are featured, these are gradient, these are stickers, social media icons. If you click on all, then you'll see all of the collection. So we're gonna go back from, and you can always go back. We say stickers, and these are the you have magic recommendation, arrow stickers, word stickers, food stickers, shape, lots of choices, right? So let me go back again, and then we're at photos. Put in the search what you're looking for, and then you will get closer to what you want. You will see all the photos. You can search for, let's say I say red cars. It's gonna give me red cars in here, right? So you can put in the search what you're looking for, and it will come up. You can, let's move on from photos. You get the idea. We can say videos. Now here are videos that you can use to help sell your story. Let's say you're creating a course and you wanted to drag uh, a scenery, some sort of video to help tell your story, you could add just by clicking on it, and it would come over here. Isn't this nice? You could even put a frame around it, around the then you can curve the end. I mean, this is so beautiful to work with, right? And we can even make the stroke thicker. Look at that. Look at that. And there are a number of things that you can do. Anything you have on the artboard, you will get on this ribbon at the top, you will get what you are able to do with it, the option. This is your option bar, so we can change the font, we could change the size if we wanted, we could change the color. This is where you change the color. We can't bold this particular font, but if it had the option here, you could bold it. See this one, you're able to bold and unbold this font, italize, underline. And this is, I've never used this before. Once I've never used this before. I've never had reason to use it, but this is here. Strike through. I've never used strike through before. Let's just say you wanted it. Let me show you. I don't know why. So let me drag out the handle. You can hold on to the handles here, drag them out. You can left align, send. This is the alignment. This is I forget what you call it. I'll tell you in a minute. But you can right align, left align, and center. You can do that from here. This is if you wanted to create bullet points, and if you click it again, it's going to change to a number. If you click it again, it's going to come right back. But this is if you wanted to add bullet points to wherever on your document. So this is for text. All of here is for text. Now you can decide if you wanted to put some space between the letters, right? This is space between the letter from top to bottom. So let me just put something else in here and put BOY. And this is the first thing come to my mind right now. So let's just say we wanted to change the spacing, make it shorter. See, I'm not able to, it's covering it up, so you're not able to duplicate it. Move it down to here and you'll see what I'm talking about. So you can change the spacing here, right? Let's put it to 0. You can change the spacing like that. See what I'm saying? So you can do that. And anchor text, I've never used this. This is more settings. I've never used any of these. Formatting, it says text to, wow, it has this now. Listen. I'll get into this section when I'm finished. So this is text position, especially if you're formatting a book. This is A2. Oh my god. So this is the regular, this is superscript, and then this is subscript. So you see how the 2 is at the top. If you wanted the, let's just say, I'll show you when I get into formatting of books, when I reach that section. We won't stay here long. It's very exciting using Canva. You can create any document, literally any document you want here, right? But if you notice, look closely on this design. I'm going to zoom up. Do you see how these lines are across? That is if you're using the free Canva. You don't have their once you see the crown here, let me just hover again. It says to use this premium video, upgrade to $100 for pro content license, right? It says $800, 800 Jamaican dollars. It is saying, right? So, this is one of my free accounts. So I'm just gonna move on and show you the what you get from a free account, and you're able to, if you look here, this is another video. I could this video, I can just delete this one, and then you will not see that. You're still able to add your frame around you're able to do that. You're able to add a corner around the right, and this is the video that you'll be able to use in the free account. So let's move on from videos. You can scroll down and see them, see all the different categories that they have here. You have colors, you have to the square if you want it vertical or horizontal. Then they'll show you videos to match your selection. I'm going to move on from videos. Let's close that. So we have photos, videos, audio. You can even get audio here. So you can, these are all premium. You see, these are all premium, right? So if you wanted to add a little audio to your, you can listen to it ahead of time and drag it to the timeline. But again, this is a free account, so I wouldn't be able to download it without watermark and all of that, or they might have a sound to disturb the use. I'm not sure. Let me just go back, and then you can scroll down. You can see that there are the audio. We have charts, we have forms, we have sheets, we have tables, frames, grids, and mockups. 3D stuff. So we're not going to get into all of these, but this is where you can find the different things that you want on the element, because we still have a lot more to cover in this video. So then we have the text. Now, even though I showed you where you could find the text style, give you heading, the heading, subheading, and body copy. Over here, if you had a brand kit, then it will show you your default heading, subheading, and body copy. So I'm going to delete this. If I come here, you see that my default heading is Canva, my subheading is also Canva, and the body copy is Canva, right? Add your brand kit. I have not added a brand kit, so this would be the default. And default text, these are the default text. Add a little bit to body, you can do that. And then if you had pages, this is where you could add in page number. For me, is wait until you've completely done the document, and then you add the page number. If you click on it, it will add the page number here, and you'll be able to change the page number as you go along. If I had more, let's just say I had another page, let's click here to add pages. Let me say I add another page. It immediately just add the number, the page number. All right, so we are going to, so we can add gradient. These are all pro. I'll show you these in my other account, so that you get to see what you're able to do with the pro. But we're going to come down to where they're showing you samples now of how you can use the text with styling and all of these things. So let's take a look at, I like this. This looks good. What happened when we click it? See? Try Canva Pro for free. So all of this here comes under Pro. I see Pro here, but I don't see. Okay, let's try this one. We don't see. It will come. It will come up. So this is free. This is beautiful. This is also beautiful. So if you're using the free account, bear in mind that you will not be able to use the ones for the font. You will not be able to use the ones with a crown, gold crown here. But this you can see how the fonts operate together. Different fonts operate together depending on the story that you're telling. Getting the Canva Pro, it removes the limit. It makes you get to work with what you want to work with. But if you're working within a budget, then you try to create from what you're allowed. All right. So next thing we're going to move on to brand, right? And it's all assets. These are the colors that I've added in here. These are the colors that I've added in here. That's the only thing I was able to do. But if you wanted to add more colors, then you'd have to have a Pro account. So we have logos if you wanted to add your logo, colors, fonts, brand voice. Your photos, you could upload your photos. Let's say you're working, you already have photos to add to your asset library. This is where you could go. You have graphics and icon and charts that relate to your brand. You could upload everything, so make it easier for you to access stuff and keep it in the Canva. All right, so we're going to move from brand and go to upload. Now here is where you can upload anything that you find. Let's say you've added somewhere else, you got it from the internet, you get it from your client, you get it from you've searched for it, you purchase it online or whatever. You could upload it from your computer. So you just click and this will open from here, and I would just download it. Click on something and download it, and it would save to my Canva file so that I can use it in the design. All right. The next thing we're going to look at are the tools, and then we have this is the selection, which is the pointer. This is fine. You can draw, you can create different shapes, again lines, and if I click on them they give you options. So let's say I want the marker. I could, is this the Pro? Let's click that, and the marker. Let's click this. We could do that, and we could erase everything, right? And then this is a color. So let's come off of the eraser. Click this, right? And line. This is the weight of a line. So if I go so, it does that. This is crazy. Isn't this nice? Right? Alright, so that is it for tools, right? Did we cover, what is this? Sticky notes. You could add a sticky note here. You could add a sticky note and write into it. So if you're working with a team, trust me, this is the perfect place to do a lot of work, right? So you have text again. If you wanted to add your text, it's another place that you can add your text. I'm not sure why it has another place for you to add a text, but right here you're able to, and then you're able to add your tables. You can change your stuff, right? You can move things around. We can just drag on this. I would like to change this to a color that I'm able to see. Let's use blue. A table that I have, you can barely see it, so I want you to see it. So we're going to click on border, and then we come here and we can change the color. You can change the color, and you can, this is color for the lines, the line color, and if you want you could put colors in the box. You could literally click on a cell, like here, a single cell, and change the color. You can change the color at whim to your liking. let's just say you wanted to change the color, as well as if you wanted absolutely no color in there, you could click and do that. You could say click on everything, click no color fill. Right, you can do that. So we're going to move on, and then now projects. You can create your projects are what you have, what you've created, all of what you've created. So if I go all, it would show me all of the designs that I created here. I can further put them into folders. So let's just say this particular work, I'm going to call it heading boy, right? I'm going to, this is, let's say this is the name, and I want to add it to, I'm going to create my first folder, and it's a easy organizer, design and brand assets. Keep design aligned with brand and brand kit. Create brand template to help your team get started, and import content from Google Drive too. You can do all of these things in there. So I'm going to name this folder tutorial, and then I'm going to say continue, and then I'm going to say add this, right? This tutorial, and I want to say for this I go file. So if we say move to folder, and we're saying move it to tutorial folder, move. And then when you look at it, you'll see that there's one item in the tutorial folder. I'm going to go back to the home screen. Let's say this design, I wanted to add it to a folder. I'm just going to show you how you can add stuff to a folder. This was a tutorial that I did for a group I have on Facebook, and graphic design and branding, that's the name. And I want to add it now to the folder. These are projects, and I want to add it to this tutorial folder. I'm going to go file again, and then move, and I'm going to send it to this folder. You see, move to folder. Good, it's done. Now I'm going to go back, click. If you click here, you come back on Canva. Click on the word Canva, you take it back to home, and I'm going to show you why this is useful. This is a trick. Don't tell anyone. It's not a trick, but it makes your work easier. Now let's just say I am on this design. I'm going to open back that design. Let's close some of these pages. I open this design, and let's say I want something that I created already. So we're back on this design, which is the 6x9 design, and let's just say we wanted to create another design, a different size design. We could come here, click on here, and then we have the option what sort of document we want to create, the size. Do we want to create an email? Do we want to create something to print? Is it a whiteboard? Is it a social media post? Is it a video presentation, document, sheets? What will the next page going to be? We can click on more, and we can say customize. So I am going to create a size which is 1080 by 1080. So we're going to 1080 by 1080 pixels, and I'm going to select that, and it will open another size, right? Now what I notice, let's just say this page, I want to change the view. I'm going to change the view so I can scroll down and not sideways here. So I'm going to click on that, and it will allow me to see it top to bottom. So let's say I wanted to create another page here like this. I can do that. It will create this size page. If I'm on this design and I click, I want another page which is right above it, it will create the page that size. I cannot create I wouldn't be able to click and create a different page in anywhere on the document. Okay, let me say it again. At the bottom, on the last page of the document is where you're able to change the page size. I spent a while trying to figure out how to get a different size on the page once this functionality became available, and it took me a while to realize it's only on the last page that I'm able to do it. So this is where you can do, and how this is where you can do it, and how this is helpful. Let's just say I have so now you know how you can resize document. You can resize your page in one file. I'm gonna close this, and I'm gonna close this. Let's just say I have a document that I want to bring over here, and this really save time. You can't tell you how many times I have a client ask for changes to be made, and or I have had to duplicate a page or something, and I want to go in. So the best thing to do is, so I'm going to decide on the size of the page first, and we're going to customize, and I'm going to put in a 1080. Let's just say a 1080. And this is the design. Let's say I wanted to carry over this design on here. I could do that. I don't have to create it again. I don't have to download it and bring it up as a replace page. I don't have to create the page again. I can just go into project and bring it onto my page, and it will fit it properly. However, if I put it on this page, same thing, it is going to resize it. It's going to not resize the document, but resize the design. You see how that would look? You didn't know a second bottle was there, but here it is, right? And so it depends on what you want. You're able to maneuver the pages in Canva. So I've switched over to my Pro account. We're going to click on the home screen here, and this is going to bring up all the designs that I've ever done, or a lot of the designs that I've done. So this is a journal that I have for sale, and I'm going to show you just a moment. Let's wait until the page comes up properly, and I'm going to show you how you can save time. So let's just say, so I'm in this document, and I'm just going to put it at the top. I don't want to destroy my book. And I'm going into projects. This is where I have a lot of other books. And let's just say for some reason I wanted a page that I created same size, 6 by 9, and I wanted a page that I created somewhere else. Let's just say I had a page, it wasn't in the file, and I wanted to get it from another document. It's over there and I want to bring it in. No, all I would have to do is make sure that the file is saved in a folder or save under projects, and then open it up. So I'm just going to choose, I want something with the same, so I'd have to do it again. Oh, this is A4, but I'm just going to do it. This is an A4 page, and let's just say I wanted this page to be here inside this document. If I show you the view, you can see that, right? It's not going to belong in there, but we're just going to do that just to show you how you can save time and have the file as something that is an editable file. You see that? You see that? We just click on it and bring it into the file, and now we have it at the top. Right? So that's another little tip on how you can maneuver yourself using Canva and do a lot. You save a lot of times. If you're interested in more tips like these, please remember to subscribe. Let me know if there are anything in particular that you'd like me to cover, and I'll do that.